So good evening, everybody. Let me share the screen first. I hope everybody can see my screen. Yeah. Can everybody see my screen?
Yes, sir. Yeah, we can see.
Yeah. So what we were doing yesterday, we were talking about different loop structure and just a minute. So in previous day 4, we were learning about the one loop that is called the for loop. We have talked about for loop. We have learned about range function, how it is used for the for loop. You learn the syntax, and we have made some small programs for the for loop. So today's agenda is very small agenda, but what is the agenda here? So today we will be doing the while loop. Okay, while loop. So this is the another type of loop, another structure that is provided by the Python to create the loop. So what we seen is today when we were using the for loop, what we seen that we know beforehand what how many times our loop is going to run. Okay, so this was the I think I'll see the structure. So today we are going to use the while. Let me start a new. Okay, it will be better if I start a new file. Just a minute. Okay, so yesterday work was for loop. So how we use the for? One simple example, just for the sake of recapitulating for index, whatever we like to have the name for I in range. Later on, we will be using this loop again for loop with the sequence data type. Okay, so I'm using say start from 2 up to say 12 and increment by 2. If you don't give this increment, it will be 1. If you don't give the initializer, it will be 0. I'm just going to print this I. So it is started from 2 up to 12 and incremented by 2. That is the basic syntax to for loop. Okay. So today we are going to use while loop. So what is the structure of while? What is the meaning of general meaning of while? If we say the meaning of while in our common language, we'll say jab tak, until, until something is true or false, something. While means do until, do something till a certain condition is fulfilled. Okay, that is the structure of the. Yeah, somebody raised hand. Put your question in chat. If anyone has any question, you can put that. Okay, so yesterday talking about we use for when we know how many times loop will run. Then what is while is used for? We used while when we don't know after how many loops the condition will be true or false. But yes, we can use the while for most of the work that we can do with the for. So the previous day we were making a small program where we were printing a table of any number. So today I'm going to do the same thing with while loop. Okay. Let's start here. First, I'm writing with the for. For n in, I'm just putting a number. I'm not taking from the user just to save time. The number is here and is equal to say 5. I want to make the table of 5. I'm not taking it from the user. Then I have to use another variable for I in range starting from 0 up to say 11, increment by 1. That is default. I'm just saving some more time. I'm just printing the, just do the calculation. I'm using one variable R, that is for the result. R is equal to N into I. Even you see, I is incrementing automatically. There is no such I is equal to 1, I less than equal to 11, I plus plus type of syntax that is there in the C or language like that. Okay, so print, I'm just repeating it. Okay, so people who have uh, done it yesterday might be remembering. Okay, only thing that we have done more, that we have printed it in a bit better manner. Okay, so let's do it, because I will be using the same code again. So it was first I have to print n, then I have to print say x, just to show that is a question mark. It's a multiplication marks, and into then I comma, then there was a is equal to then r. Okay, we can put enough spaces here to arrange it. Okay, now I just want to do same with the while loop. So for most of the loop, what are the three conditions I have talked about? We need an initializer, we need an exist condition, and we need an incrementer. That is one here. So the initializer I is here. So condition while, the condition is that I should be less than equal to less than equal to say 11. Okay, so we have to initialize it before. So I will try I is equal to 0. Okay, just do the work now. What the work? Same thing. I will just simply copy pasting it here. Okay, just run it. We are going into a trouble. Okay, why? Just I have to interrupt the command. Okay, what is the problem here? We have initialized, yes. Number was 5, it was there in the memory. So I'm just putting it again, and is equal to 5. Okay, now it is correct. No, why? What is the problem here? I have to interrupt it again. It gone into a infinite loop. A loop that doesn't end is called the infinite loop. So what is the problem here? Can anyone tell me? What is the problem here with this program? Anybody? Put in the chat. Because I have given the hint before. Yeah. Didn't initialize. I have initialized it. It is I is equal to 0. I have initialized it. Anyone more? Anyone? Anyone else will try? What's the problem with this code? I is equal to 0. Yes, I started from the 0. It is initializing from the 0. No problem. Even in the previous program. Yeah, that is the right answer. Damappa. Danappa. Yeah, you are correct. Just I told before that the maximum three things needed for the looping is initializer, an exit condition, and an incrementer or decrementer. Okay, so loop may go up, a loop may go down as well. So the incrementer is not here. In for loop, the incrementer was implicit. It was one here. Okay, it will run the same code, same thing. So I have to do the incrementing manually. Okay, so increment I have to do, but there is no such thing here in Python. There is no I plus plus. Okay, you can't do it here in Python. You have to explicitly write I is equal to I plus 1, something like that. Okay, let me try it again. Now we got it. Okay, so the same thing that we have done with the for, we have done with the while. Why? Because we have provided all these things here. So while only gives the condition. Till this is true, it will run. Whenever it becomes false, it will not run. So here we knew that how many times the loop will run. Okay, there could be some other condition also, like uh, I am putting ans is equal to say n. Okay, I want people should input some values, and the loop will run until the your choice is uh, yes or no. Okay, something like that. So I'm initialized it with the n. Oh no, that is initialized with the y. Okay, so uh, while the condition here is while ans is equal to say y, what we want, just print, do nothing, just print say hello and or take another input. What we want, do you want another? Okay, I'm just giving the hint. You have to press or y or n. Okay, that much. Let me try input. So where the input will go? Input will go into ans. Okay, let's try invalid syntax. Where is it? Ans is equal to y. Why? What is the problem? This colon. Okay, there is no need of this colon or semicolon and like another language. Just put it like that. So, do you want another? Yes, I want. Yes. Do you want another? 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 No. So your loop has ended. Okay. So it is running until some condition is external. We don't know beforehand when the user is going to give. Yeah, but your question is in chat, Ankit, no? One who has raised one's hand, just put it. Just put your question in chat. Huh? I will see. No question. Fine. Okay. So I hope everybody understood what is the while, no? Where the while should be used. While should be used when we don't know. Okay. Just make another question. Just make another. I will ask for a number and say press all the positive number and say if you don't want more, just press a negative number. Okay, I'm just collecting only positive number, and whenever users wants to stop, they will put a negative number. So n is equal to starting. I'm starting with 0, and whatever number they I will just make an average or sum of that also. Okay, so n is equal to 0. I'm initializing it. sum is equal to 0 and avg is equal to 0 and say count. I'm putting so many variables. I may be needing it or may not be, but just for the safety, I'm just restarting it. Okay. So I just want user to put a number here. So while run, while n is greater than equal to 0. Okay, this will be positive number. What we'll do, we'll do, okay, this is the starting number, and I'm just asking the user to put a number. Okay, so it will go into n is equal to starting value of n is there, so loop will run, I hope. Input enter a positive number and just say negative to stop. Okay, and I have to convert it into int because whatever is input by the user will be string. Okay, so I'm just putting it inside this int. Okay, so n is coming, a number has come. What we'll do, sum is equal to sum plus n, sum is incrementing, and also sum single, and also I want a count. So I just want a count is equal to count plus 1. Okay, there is no count plus plus. Okay, so enter a positive number, negative to 0. User has put a number, the number is added into the sum, a count has incremented. That's all. So that is what will be happening in while. And just going out of the while, I just want to print the first, just print the sum only. Sum is equal to, and put the sum. Okay, let's check. Enter a positive number, negative to stop. So I'm putting 7, putting 5, putting 8, putting 9. Okay, I'm putting -3. Okay, was working. I just want to have the how many number user has inputted, then we can print the count. Okay, so what we can do after coming out of the loop, we can find the average. Average is equal to so sum divided by the count is here, count, I hope, and print sum is equal to this, and also I just want to print, you can change the line like that, backslash and I just want to print the average. Average is equal to and the average that we have just calculated. Oh, this has to be inside the code because this is just a message. And that we have calculated AVG. Let's try. UL while means some bracket has or quote has not been closed properly. Yes, this one. UL stands for end of line. Okay, end of state. Positive number. So I will put 3 numbers so that, okay, I'm putting 10, I'm putting 10 again. I'm putting 10 again. I'm putting -1. Sum is 29. So what is the problem here? It should have been 30, isn't it? Why it is one less? Is a positive number. I put, what happened? There is some problem. Average is equal to average. Average is equal to count plus 1. Everything looks fine. Our average is 7.25. So just before writing the average, just print this count also and print the average, everything. When you have some problem, just put all the prints there inside this loop. Okay. So why not? I will taking out the average at each step and print the sum and average at the same time. Okay. Running it again. I'm putting some number. 2, sum is 2, sum is 5. Okay. Is okay. 2, 3. I'll putting 4. So how much sum is there? Was okay. It is 9. I will putting 1 here, only 1. Sum is 10. Average is 2.5. Is every fine? No problem. Put a 5 there. Sum is 15. Okay. It looks fine. So what is the problem? Just put the count there also. Okay. I'm putting. Oh, that is what we enter a positive number, negative to stop, -1. Sum, it -1 is going into it, and it is reducing the number, that is by 1. So we got the problem. How to got the problem? We just print your steps. So we will be doing some work to do it. So last number that is going, it is also going into the sum. That is what is happening. So what we have to do, whenever a negative number come, it is going into the sum. That is the problem. Okay. So uh, so you have to devise something. Okay. You have to devise something. But what is happening? That we have to tell -2. Instead, what could be done? Now you have a problem. Negative stop, this number has gone into the sum. So before doing the sum, mm, we have to put some if else here. If the number is negative, don't sum it. Very simple situation here is very simple. If 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 this the number you have just inputted n is less than 0, is greater than 0, only then you do the sum. Okay. Otherwise, don't do the sum. So when you start programming, you will find problem and you have to only then you do the sum and do all the things. Okay. And count will always, otherwise don't sum. Okay. No, let's try it again. I'm putting 10, putting 10, putting 10, and putting -1 this time. Now it's okay. Now it's okay. 30, but the average have the problem. Why? Because the count, because of the count, it should have been 10, because of the count. Because when the last time you have inputted this value, the loop runs once. Okay. So it's a very simple thing. You, at the time of averaging, you reduce the count by 1, divided by count -1, because this one extra has come when you have put this negative number. So let's try it again. I'm putting 10, tan, tan, three times, and this time minus one. Now it's okay. Fine. No, what happened? 30, 30, 30. This number has not gone well. What to do? Anyone? I am deliberately doing one thing wrong. Okay. Because when you are negating it, it is negating every time. Okay. So that is the problem. You have to give else there also. It's only if. The function is there. Average function is there. You can use it. Okay. So I will just put the if only then, and you have to put the else also. Else. Okay. If greater than this, otherwise sum will remain what is it is here. Okay. Otherwise, not do the sum or do the pass or something. Only if it is there, only it is greater. Else, do nothing. Okay. So else the so you have to check. You have to check whether it is working or not. Okay. So this is the programming. When you do the things for very small thing, okay, you will encounter problem. That was my point. Okay. So when you code, you have to test each and every possibility that might occur. That is the my point. Okay. So you have to just leave it and then. So instead of wasting so much of my time on the one problem, I just go for the another. I hope that everyone understood why where the while is used. Okay. I will make uh, some more interesting question. Okay. I just want to do. Hope everyone understood what is the difference between for and while. That was the first and foremost point I just wanted to prove. Is it clear to everybody when to use for and when to use while? Okay. Uh, just a minute. I just want to make one problem. Mm, say you want to do. Let me take me. There is nothing like that. It is. It is some more question. I just want to make. Mm, not much thing. Okay. Just make one more problem here. A bit complicated. Okay. It is everything here. Number 99 to end. Just made for the another batch. Okay, I just want to make a problem called say LCM. I'm just going to use these both for loops together. Oh, no. So I just wanted to end this the loop thing today. So I'm just going to make some problem where sometime you may need for, sometime you need while. Okay. So anyone want any particular problem that could be solved with the while? Anyone mention any problem that can be solved with while? Anyone? We can do a number like that. Suppose I have a number, I just want to reverse it. 234, I want to 432. Such type of thing we can use a while. Okay, while this number is positive. Okay, we want to calculate LCM or something. There also we can use this. So I'm just making one problem. Okay, LCM. How to solve a uh, uh, the LCM problem. We'll see which loop will be needed. I'm just assuming I don't know which loop will be needed. So first, understand what we will be going to do. What is going to be our algorithm? So just use the blackboard here, a paint rather say. So just take off a two number, Fibonacci number. Fibonacci number is practically when we know how many times how many Fibonacci we need. So we practically know Fibonacci number or factorial that how much our loop will run. Okay. So we can make those things with the while also, as I told before. that you have to give the increment and everything and beforehand you can create. Almost most of the question that you are doing with the for you can do with the while. Okay, but there are problem that can be done by the while, cannot be done by the for. Okay, in that case, if you want, you have to use break and all these things. Okay, so I'm just taking a two number, let's say 12 and another say 15, and I just want to calculate LCM. There are various way to do this LCM, but I'm just going to use the loop way, the most rule of the thumb style. So what I will be doing, I will be doing 12. I'm taking its multiples, 24, then 36, then likewise. How many we don't know. And the same thing that we will be doing with the 15, 15, 30, 45, 60, 36, 48, then 60. The moment I will be running the loop, say with 12, I'm creating the number. Okay, so this is what our result is. 60 is our result is. Okay, how many times we have to run the loop when it is divisible by 15 also. So we don't know beforehand. So what I will be doing, a little more simpler thing I will be doing. I will be just repeat everything again. What I will be doing, just make it a little thicker so for everybody. I will be creating its multiple. I will create the first multiple and check whether it is divisible by 15 or not. Create another multiple. Check whether it is divisible or not. No. Take another. No. Take another. No. Take another. Divisible. Yes. Stop it. Okay. So the moment the number that is generated, the multiple that is generated is divisible by the second number, we can stop it. So we don't know beforehand that how many times we have to run the loop. We have to generate these factors. Is it clear? Factor multiples. So it looks a classical problem where we can utilize the while. So how to solve this thing? Just try. I'm taking two numbers, say A and say B. A and B. And yes, just put 12 and 15. A is receiving 12 and B is receiving 15. Now, what to do next? While. Oh, before that, okay, we have to do a lot of things. While we don't know. While true. I'm putting another concept here. It is the infinite loop. While true, you put it anything that is true will be. While true, what to do? What to do? Create a variable m. I will be using a lot of variables there. Okay, so I'm declaring all the variables. I'm using a variable I. Just I'm starting with one, and I will be using a variable m that will be keeping this. Sorry, that will be keeping this multiples, and this is the b. This is b. This is m. How the m will come? I will to multiply this. This is a. Multiply it with the say I. Okay. So value of I will be 1, 2, 3, 4. It will be keep incrementing. Okay. So I is equal to 1. M is equal to the number is A. We're starting with A. A into I. So it is 12. Now check. Now check if this m is divisible by the second number, that is b. If m modulo b is equal to 0. Then we will keep a variable LCM and it will be true, or say, yeah, we got it. Huh? So what we want, we just stop it and just print it. Okay, so I'm printing. Otherwise, because okay, we know when I is 1, it will generate only 12. It will not be divisible. Otherwise, otherwise, increment the I, increment the I. So there is some error here. Okay, I'm just trying to create some complex problem. So we have to be very, very patient. Okay. Yeah. So I hope that everyone is understanding it. I'm not writing very simple code here. I'm just trying to create some complex code so that when we can have the look at that when we were doing programming, that we have to put a lot of patience, a lot of logic in front of us and behind us. Okay. Yeah. Some small syntax mistake will be there. We will check it before running it. Okay. So at the time of writing, sometime you miss few things. Okay. Like this indent is very, very common thing. We miss it sometime. So if is divided, then okay, we will print this is our LCM. Otherwise, so we have to put else here. Where? Not here, but here. Else, what to do? Increment the I. I is equal to I plus 1. I'm just writing few complex problem. I will write some small simple program too, but okay, just have a look of while, for, and some other complicated things that we really do. तो क्या करना है in that case? I को increment कर देना है. Then we'll come back. Okay, just try it. Just try it. But there is a problem here. While is always true because we don't know how many times this will run. So after the printing it, we just want to stop this loop. Okay, so for that there is a keyword called break. We'll just stop it. There is a problem here also because uh, what will happen if this condition is not met? Just we will see. Just write it because I don't wait. What we have done, we just want to test it. A is equal to this, B is equal to this. Let me start this kernel again. Okay. It is same as just we are starting the Python. Okay. M is equal to A into I. Yes, is okay. Sometime we have to be very, very careful about these indents. Indents are okay. If this is okay, it looks a little bit inside. Okay. Is okay. It looks okay. Let's try it. No. Name is not defined. Why it is not defined? A, B, we have put it the values there. Just check it. Just check it. When A is there. No. Yeah. Some values are here that is having no number. Okay. It means that this code has not run before. That is the point here. Yeah. Now it will run. Okay. This is the problem with the Anaconda, that when there is no number, it means that line is not run. Oh, that is the thing. It is not due to our code. So just check what happens with our M. What is the value of M? It is just running. It is showing the star. That means it is just running. It is going on. So this break has not happened. Okay. So it is going into a infinite loop. It is going into a infinite loop. So how can we check whether infinite loop has happened? So the problem is here, I is equal to I plus 1. I is equal to I plus 1. There is a problem here at this point because this code is going on and on. So there is a concept of the infinite loop. We have put it an infinite loop, but we are not coming out of the infinite loop. That is the problem here. What to do then? Just just print this numbers. We know that this break is not at the place. Let's check whether this number is still here. Invalid syntax. Why? Because it has to be here. So what happened really? What we want to do? It will take some time. I'm just taking the time. Okay. So we want this am into I. Just go back to our blackboard and say, yeah, number we have multiplied with. We just want to print what really has happened here. Just print it here. Print. I just want it to be interesting. And at the same time complex. Just put the am and just run it here. It is going into the while true. Just while I just running it for say 5 times, just to check it whether I'm okay or not. I is less than say 10. I'm in no. I will run true. No problem. I will run it as a true. While true, it will become false. It will always run, and we are actually keeping ourselves on the mercy of break. We just want it to break, whether break is working or not. I just want it to break. M is equal to A into I. Okay, print M, but it is not running. So I think I have interrupted this kernel. That is the problem here. Hmm? M is equal to A into, oh, sorry. Yes, you just informed me. It is 1. It should be I. Yeah, I think so. Oh, I just missed it. Huh? What is happening? Okay, fine. Kind for reminding, but still it is a problem. What is A is not defined. I have to run these all things again. Sometime I miss. You can also miss sometime. What happened? That instead of I have put the 1 there. Okay. This number has gone. Okay, no problem. Because it is not in the memory right now. Yeah, everything is going on. 12, 14, 36, 48, 60, 60. Okay. When it broke at the time of, oh, just a small I. When it broke, break means what it will do? It will break the loop. So it was everything okay. Thank you for reminding. Instead of I'm writing on a screen that is a little bit smaller. Okay. Mm. So it was my logic was okay. So last time it is printing again and again, no problem at all. I'm printing it to 12. I have to remove it now. Just for the checking. So we got the result. Okay. So we have actually uh, implemented two concepts here. One, the concept of while, other the concept of infinite loop, other the concept of break. Break. Break will break the loop. So with the help of break and this while, we can create any program that you will be doing with the for. Okay. With the help of break and continue, you can make most of the problem that you can solve with the for, you can solve with the while also, but not it is not advisable to do the things that you do with the while, you do it with the for. What you preferably do with the for, you do with the while. Okay, you just choose your uh, construct wisely. Okay, so there was some uh, error from my side. This is the typo, and I got into the problem. Okay, so I hope that everybody understood the this algorithm. What we were trying. There was a little typo that might happen at the live coding also when you are doing also. No problem at all. It is not at all to be thought that yeah, it's a big mistake. It happens. Okay, so is everyone okay with uh, this concept of break and while? Break. Okay. So I just want to make one more problem. That is a most typical problem of HCF. Okay, highest common factor. So we have a very little time today. Okay, I have to wind up the class in within 5 minutes. Okay, we will continue it, but let me just put the algorithm here for everybody. HCF means the highest common factor. This time, what I have to do, say take a number, say I say 75 and I have taken a number 50. Okay, everyone know what is its HCF is 25. We know it is the result. What is it? It is the highest number. It is the highest number. Yeah, the biggest number that will devise this two number. How we are going to solve it? There are so many algorithms. You may try, you may check internet for the Euclid's algorithm. Okay, for HCF. Sometimes HCF is uh, also called GCD, greatest common divisor. These are the same thing, HCF or GCD. My point here is to solve it in a most basic way. Solve it in a most basic way. How we are going to solve. So this is my first number A, and this problem is only for the two number. We are learning looping. Okay, there are more efficient way to do this thing. Okay, and another is this B. We'll run a loop. We'll run a loop, but how many times we don't know. We know sometime. We'll check. I will start with 1, but we know one thing, that the HCF will never be greater than the smaller number. It will be never greater than this smaller number. Okay, it will be anything but can't be 51. It will be up to that. So I will run a loop from 1 to that smaller number. Okay, so 1 to this 50. And what I will do, I will try, this is say my variable as I will try to divide the both number with that. Okay, so 1 divided it. Okay, I will keep 1. Then 2, no. 3, no. 4, no. 5. 5 will divide. I will just overwrite this and then put it 5. Likewise, I will be doing with 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So last number that will come here will be 25. And after that, the loop will run up to 50, but it will not be updated. Okay. I hope everybody got this algorithm. Anyone? Everyone got? I hope everyone got this algorithm. What we want to do to get the HCF? Very simplest one. I'm saying it again. It's not the most efficient algorithm. There are other way that you do with say the way you solve in your mathematics class. What you do, you take the smaller number and you divide it with the greater number, and the remainder you divide with that. You can do this when we will be learning function and we will be using recursion. Then you can do it in that way, the recursive way. That will be a better result. It was a better algorithm. Okay, more efficient. But here we are learning just looping. So we want to do it using looping. So it will not be efficient. Neither it's a time complexity will be good, neither it's a space complexity will be good, but it will solve our thing. Will okay. So that thing we will be doing tomorrow. I hope that everyone uh, enjoyed this session, despite there was a little bit of typo and everyone get confused. Okay, but still okay. So we have used this break also. Tomorrow we will continue with the loop, little bit of that, few more problem where we will be using while, break, and there is one more concept here, that is continue. Okay, we will, so that is another keyword, and that is what I'm saying. We will continue this class uh, tomorrow with the same topic, that is the looping. Okay, yeah. So we are just concluding this session. Tomorrow we will be at the same time. Join it early. Okay. And your surprise code for the 2 days, I'm not giving the surprise code. Okay. Tomorrow there will be a surprise code. Okay. Okay, fine. I'm just ending the session.